And we have a young man who is running for office. And he, my dear friends, is here. When he speaks, we are here to hear his words of peace. I speak of no other than our fellow brother, Mr. Richard David.
Welcome, sir.
Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Wow, so many familiar faces. I haven't seen this many people here since the Pagwa Parade last year. But in all seriousness, towing, because I want to make sure that I get to see you. Get a box.
We're happy to see you too.
My name is Richard David. I was born in Maikoni, Guyana.
Wow.
And I have a pop quiz for all the Guyanese here tonight. I'm a kid in Guyana, and Chetty Jagan comes to... I want you to tell me what year this is. I'm a kid in Guyana. Chetty Jagan comes to my dam. I'm from Dundee. Dundee, Maikoni. And there's a major election, and he comes to Dundee Novar School Dam, and he makes a speech. And now I'm a kid, so kids aren't allowed to go. That night, 1990. Okay, we have. Assalamu alaikum. That night. Are you listening to me?
Sure.
That night reminded me of everything about the horror that we saw on our phones last night across Guyana. That so many years ago, we formed vigilantes. All the men in the village have to go up to the dam with every farm tool we had because we didn't have weapons. They had to take garden tools and cutlasses and bricks and sticks. And here's the most shocking part. The women who were at home with the kids had to lock up doors and board up the windows, and the windows are made out of wood. Nobody in my whole dam had keys to the doors. Never had to lock the doors ever. What I saw last night, terror, hell, reminded me of that childhood, of that night of terror. But what it also reminded me of is that people will stand up when there is injustice. The Guyanese have a history of fighting for tolerance. The Guyanese people have a history of fighting for each other. And the Guyanese people have a history because we've learned from the father of the nation.
Yes.
Jagan. The Guyanese people have a belief in democracy. These people have fought and died for democracy to come to Guyana, and the Guyanese people are not going to let democracy slip away, not now and not ever. And that is why there are so many Guyanese people here tonight, because it's bigger than Pagwa, because it's bigger than anything that we have faced. Ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters, my fellow Guyanese and non-Guyanese, Hindus, Muslims, Christians, whatever you are, we're here tonight to call for peace in Guyana. We're here tonight to call for the Region 4 and for that process to match the process that every other region has followed. And that is what the international community is calling for. I'm very proud that our leaders in this country have been the first ones to quickly respond to call for democracy in Guyana, because they do represent a Guyanese constituency. We have a long way to go, but I'm so proud and I'm so hopeful that my brother VJ, Romeo, And so many people have put this together. But it gets frustrating to watch these videos at home. Sending WhatsApp messages becomes frustrating, so this is a really great outlet for us to just express our feeling. And we have to use every opportunity to call for peace, because there are not enough voices calling for peace and justice. I'm happy to give a voice to that call. My name again is Richard David. I'm the Democratic District Leader for this neighborhood here in South Queens. And the Guyanese community, I heard earlier someone say this. I want to make sure you hear this. The Guyanese is the largest immigrant group in all of Queens. And this is what's shocking to you, and it's shocking to me, and it's actually sad that the highest ranking Guyanese person is me, a district leader.
Thank you.
I'm urging all of you to participate as eagerly as you are following the Guyana elections in New York. I will always be with you, and I will always be on the side of justice and democracy. Thank you so much for organizing this tonight. And I wish my brothers and sisters in Guyana can go to sleep tonight, but we know that they won't. But they know that we are with them in solidarity. Thank you so much. Thank
you, Richard. Okay. Thank you, Richard. Someone has the pen.
See, something fell.
At this time, my dear friends, someone said there are people here with placards. Saying, raising up high, my it says here, in Guyana. It says there, that one is upside down. Okay? That one says change in something. Okay, we fight today for a better tomorrow. Let's see. It says here, I'm not reading that one. We stand with Guyana, we stand for democracy. One says here, we want peace in Guyana. Where's the other one? A cardboard. I can't even read that one. But my dear friends, does anyone here have a Guyanese flag? Let me see your flag, guys. All right, let's go. All right, at this time, my dear friends, we bring back Pandit Tilak Siwat to say a few words. Let me hear you. Hip, hip, hip. Again, hip, hip, hip. One more time. Hip, hip, hip. Thank you very much. Brothers and sisters, I was in Guyana for the past 2 weeks, and I just returned yesterday. And I want to share some experience. It was my first experience. And I was dropping home a mother with 2 children. They had worked tirelessly for the past 3-4 months preparing victory, because democracy had been robbed and taken away from the people of Guyana. And you should see these mothers, children, fathers, they all worked tirelessly, long hours to make this happen. And while I was dropping this young lady home with her children, she says, "G, we worked so hard, and if they can steal our votes and give us punishment, then I will for the rest of my life." This hurt me so much. And my dear devotees, my friends, my brothers and sisters, and I've seen how tirelessly these people work, because they want freedom. They want back their democracy. In conclusion, that young man that lost his life last night, we all have seen that. That wasn't called for. That wasn't called for. That young man has his bright future ahead of him. But last night, the 6th of March, he for democracy and for the freedom of the people of Guyana. I want to put your hands together for that family who stood up strongly. This is what Mahatma Gandhi says, that if you have to lay your life for your country, do it, because you will always be remembered for your bravery. And I call upon
Guyanese that every single year we should gather here to respect and to honor the life of that young man who gave his life for our freedom. Thank you very much.
So since he called, I'll plan it every year. You guys. But only one thing I'll say is, don't put your life in danger, because I want you here next year. I want you here to fight for one more day. I want you to stand here to fight for one more freedom, for one more democracy, for one more people. Because my dear friends, please make sure our rights are given when we want it. Yeah? Absolutely, I like that word.